In the far-off kingdom lived a young maiden, a sad young lad,
And the childless baker,
More than
I
life.
wish with his wife,
Anything
more than the moon.
I wish to go to the festival.
more than life.
The king is giving a festival.
More than riches. I wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a
I
child.
want a child. I wish to go to the festival. Should we ride my child? I wish.
You should go to the festival.
but the poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella festival. You should go to the festival. The festival. The king's festival.
Her father is taken for his new
The
wife.
festival.
A woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails.
People will laugh at you.
You still should go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face.
But vile and black of heart.
Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother.
I wish
Well, she was not quite beautiful.
my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child! What in heaven's name are you doing with a cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you? Only she's give milk.
One for me, little girl. I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please. To bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I've emptied a pot of lentils to the ashes for you. If you were to pick them out in 2 hours' time, then you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or 4.
Birds in the skies, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields over castles and
And
ponds.
a few of those
Little birds, down in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields over castles and ponds. Little birds flew through the ashes, pick and peck but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
Mother, no.
Look
He's
at
the best cow.
She has been tried for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the world.
There are bugs on her ducks. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. But, son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Jack, sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. And over to grandmother's house. Sir, on your way. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray me late.
Save some of those sweets for Granny. Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods, and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know, she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, to Grandma's house and home before dark.
Birds, back to the skies, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the castles and
Here I found the little tail, Cinderella, can't you hide it with the hat?
you look beautiful.
I know. She needs me.
Put it in a twist.
Mother said be good, father said be nice, that was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella.
Cinderella good, Cinderella nice, good, good, nice, tighter. It's a boy to be good, everyone is blind, everyone's left behind. Never mind, Cinderella kind, Cinderella nice, good, nice, kind, good. Not that tight. Claude, sorry.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident,
Well, at least that's what he believed,
he was eager to have a family of his own.
and was concerned that all of his attempts till now had failed.
Who might that be?
We've sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door! We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple to place a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, and nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages and celery, asparagus and watercress, fiddleford and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, as I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and looking up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. I could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a seat. But I let him have the rampion. I had lots to spare in return, however, as it fair is fair, you can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No. I had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister.
Not even that her name was Rapunzel. He
Went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden, my mother had warned me that I would be punished if I were ever to lose. And if beans, special beans, I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and bang, crash, and the lightning flashed. Oh, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, unless the big day came, I made my claim. Don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched, but I did, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. Your father cried and your mother died, but for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not qualified, and I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So, there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. So never, ever, never mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen well, son. Leave Milky White to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much you were to ask?
No more than £5.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 head in my sack. The house is getting colder. It's not a chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting older. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back, and you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. Into the woods, the time is now, we have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow, you must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay, we have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own,
Explain how the baker might lift the spell.
Wish to have the curse reversed. I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight. In 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
How's away?
Now may go to the festival.
The festival! Dog those nails, dog those clothes. Let's do some one thing, my darling, with those. You're making some moves in the festival and multiply the praise. We must be gone!
Good night, Father. I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are
The
the...
witch's beans? We'll take them with us.
No, you are not to come.
I wish to help.
The spell's on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The
But all the
spell's on
spells
my
on our
house.
house. We must lift the spell together. The spell's on our house.
No, you are not coming, and that is final. Now what am I to return with?
The cow's white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the
Then off
hair
to
is
meet the
yellow as corn,
enchantress
the
and the
slipper is
man.
pure
As
as
for
gold.
Cinderella,
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn,
How am I ever to get to the festival? I know I'll visit Mother's grave with the girl in the pencil tree and tell her I just want to go to the Rose Festival. Into the
the
woods,
woods in time to go, I don't
maybe
care how
not
I
the pain
have
I
to go.
know. Into the woods, but even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell?
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother. Into the woods to fetch the things,
To make the
potion
potion.
to the festival. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Wants to get the money.
Woods to lift the spell,
To make the
potion
potion.
on the festival. Woods to grandmother's house. Your grandmother's house.
light is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid,
There's something in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the game, to make the potion, seed to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival.